This morning I'm at an estate sale in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I'm in this neighborhood where two of my best friends lived growing up, so this is just a trip down memory lane. This is being described as phase 2 of the sale. I've seen the sale being advertised before, but I had not made it over here. I think what phase 2 means is that they were able to get to the garage, and maybe the basement or something are going to be open. And just kind of looking at the house, it looks like it's going to be a picker sale. So let me show you what I mean. All right, so that's what I mean by a picker sale. The backyard looks like it's full, so I'm guessing that, that this is going to be a rather full house. All right, so let's head inside and see if I can find anything that I can use in my vintage and antique booth. All right, bedroom number 1. I really like this. Made in Kenya. Hand carved figurine, $10. That's really cool. There's another one. I don't see a price. These massive columns are $300 for the pair. I think we'll be leaving those today. Some mink stoles. If you're into wearing deceased animals, this is your sale. Mid-century chairs. Oh goodness, things are getting creepy in this bedroom. Excuse me, ma'am. Your poor little baby, her hair is completely falling out of her head. This is so upsetting to me, and her feet are going the wrong way. This is a cool lamp for $75. I really like that, 70s looking shade on it. It's very clean. And some pretty hanging lamps also, I think mid-century. I feel like Jocelyn, the crazy lamp lady, would like this room because of all the vintage lamps in this room. There's more modern one, but over here on the end is a set for $50, a pair of mid-century lamps. I feel like if you were in a space where you sold a lot of mid-century modern, you could do well with those at that price. All right, just some purses. Not really into purses. There's a xylophone, or do you call it a glockenspiel? I prefer calling it a glockenspiel. It's a whole lot more fun to say than just xylophone. I'm not exactly sure the difference. I like these wall hangings, and they are giving off a nice mid-century vibe, aren't they? They do not appear to be priced. They're from Syracuse, New York. I guess it's going to be one of those sales where a lot of stuff isn't priced. There's some miniatures. Okay. Again, nothing in this bin appears to be priced. All right, the second bedroom, let's get into it. I like this clock. It is $25, and I only can spend $50 today. So, as much as I like this vintage clock, I'm going to have to leave it behind. What do we have? A Muppet scrapbook, maybe, but is $25 for the Jim Henson Muppets book. Some Beatrix Potter. So this bedroom seems to have more pricing, but is kind of high pricing. It's more than I can spend. But if you collect Beatrix Potter, then this is your sale. These are cool. What are these little guys? I'm not sure, but I like them. Sky City store, huh? And then I like clock radios. So very expensive and tall ashtray for $50. Not the kind of ashtray I am looking for. Or the price that I'm looking to pay for an ashtray. Some office supplies. Movie posters, $5. And some plastic Force toys. Oh, $95. Apparently these are valuable and I have no idea what they are. I apologize if I should know. There's a phonograph for $150. The maker is Gerard. That's cool. Another old radio by Irvin. Some Fisher Price, but not the, I'm looking for older Fisher Price than this. What else? Oh, this is cute. This little jump rope, Raggedy Ann. I like old Hallmark stuff. No price. Cute. I'm gonna leave it behind. I'm trying to be a little bit more careful about what I'm buying, and I have no idea how to display that. 4 for $1. Miniature tea sets, I guess. Pretty little patterns. I'm not sure I have the patience to like put everything down and dig through this to try to put a set together. I do like this plate that's under here with the starburst on the side. I saw a plate similar to this recently at Goodwill. I can't remember why I didn't get it because I like it. I liked it then and I like it now, but I'm just gonna put everything back in this box. I have to move so many things out of the way to dig through it, you know, the camera down and all that. It's a cute Benji lunchbox, but I'm into the metal ones, not the plastic. The plastic ones, of course, are newer than the metal ones. Oh, look at this light bright. I had one when I was little, and it was this one. Like, I can tell by the bowl cut on the little boy that that's a 1970s light bright. All right, the third and final bedroom. Let's see. It looks like this bedroom is going to have a lot of clothes and a lot of jewelry, a lot of purses. If you're into vintage clothes, this would be a fun closet to pick through. Some vintage linens. So they just have some prices here on the wall. If you're into jewelry, this would be a great sale for you to pick through. It's not that I don't like jewelry, I just don't have the space for it, and I don't have a locked case. You've seen my booth, you know my challenges. My booth is full to the brim. Tons of jewelry. Found something I do like. I think it's cherry earrings or something. Those are cute. Lots of purses. This is the fancy purses room. Also not into purses, but there's a ton of them here. So one of the things that I'm into is vintage piggy banks, and this girl is adorable, but she's $25. She has her stopper on the bottom. I really love her. I wish this was a sale day of some sort because she is a cutie. All right, I'm out in the garage and there's a fan blowing. It's a very large fan. I hope it's not too distracting. This is my jam out here. This is my place. I like those. Not sure the maker. Can't remember. I know I've seen them. I also like this decanter with the very round top stopper. Use your words, Julie. Some pottery pieces. Oh, these are pretty. Turquoise candle holders. Got a mid-century modern vibe to them with that turquoise color and that shape. Very clean lines. That's pretty. Look at this. Hand-blown art glass pitcher. Not a glass expert, so I don't know the maker on this, but I know that it is hand-blown and it is lovely. Unfortunately, this is my place. This is the hard goods and nothing is priced. So I'll just have to pick up some stuff and walk in there and ask for a price to get an idea of how much I can get. These are kind of ashtrays I like. I like mid-century ashtrays, but not on stands. Some pretty milk glass. This person just has such an interesting collection of things. You know, look at these. Some vintage metal wall art. Those are adorable. So cool. It's just an eclectic mix of stuff that this person was into. Here's some old, I don't know, stereo equipment, I guess. Wow, look at I'm not even going to touch it. The headphones look like they might break if they're dry rotted. Second side, let's get a closer look at some of this dish. Some of these hard goods, those are pretty. Don't need a set of fancy china, but they're pretty. Some really pretty stuff. Look at this salt cellar. I saw one of these on a YouTube channel that I watch. Here is a picture. Let's see what it says on the bottom. It is Frankoma 838 as the model number, I guess. I like that. I'm going to put the camera down, and this is cool too. It's not marked. Some pretty blue stoneware in here. I'm just gonna put the camera down and just start carrying some stuff inside. Oh, here's the Fire King bread pan. Oh, and a little Fire King ramekin, but the pattern is very faded. The pattern is really nice on this one. I'm gonna get that. Let's see, anything else in the garage? I've spotted several things I want in here. Alrighty, well that was a pretty awesome sale. I have to say. The gentleman did say that he was going to be doing some bundling if I came back on Saturday, but I can't come back on Saturday because I need to go up to LJ and do my required work day this weekend, and I will do that on Father's Day. So I spent, with the tax, $50.76. So I had exactly enough because I had some change, so I didn't have to pay the 4% credit card fee. So when I get home, I'll get everything out and show you exactly what I got, how much I spent on it, and how much I expect to be able to sell it for in my antique and vintage booth. All right, I am back home surrounded by all my stuff, and I've had a chance to look everything up. So the Fire King bread pan. The pattern is called Nature's Bounty. This was $7 and I will price this at $22. I'm using eBay sold listings to figure out how to price my items. I found one that sold for $20 and one that sold for $25. When I'm giving you these prices, I'm including how much, the shipping was too. So I decided to go right in the middle and price mine at $22. I've noticed that bread pans are selling really well as people get back to cooking and baking, especially because making sourdough bread is such a popular thing right now. All right, the star of the show is, I call these a salt cellar. Is that the wrong word? Because I'm seeing these online being referred to as salt boxes. And mine is German. Let's see if you can make out the stamp. It's very, very faint, but it does say made in Germany. I couldn't find one that looked exactly like mine, so I will show you a couple of pictures of eBay sold listings here. The German one that I'm seeing on eBay sold for $57, and then another one that looked sort of like mine sold for $43. I paid $5 for this, so I'm just really pleased with this find. There's a little screw on the inside. That's what's making all that noise. I have a YouTuber that I watch. Her channel is called Farmhouse on Boone, and she has a vintage farmhouse kitchen, or modern farmhouse kitchen, and she has one of these. I think they're so pretty. I'm going to put 38 on mine and see how it goes. I just realized that it smells on the inside. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that just yet. If it was a piece of furniture like dresser drawers, when they smell musty, we would put dryer sheets in them, and the dryer sheets absorb the odor. But you can't do that with the stuff that's going to be used for food. Maybe baking soda? I don't know. I didn't smell it when I was at the estate sale, but it smells on the inside. And it's the wood that smells, unfortunately, but the wood is what gives it its charm. So I just noticed just now that it smells really musty. Please let me know what to do about it. Okay, let's keep moving before I get really upset about that. My lovely little Frankoma pottery pitcher. I paid $3 for this, and it's called a honey jug pitcher. How cute is this? I will put 18 on this and see how that goes. All right, the hand-blown glass pitcher. Wow, is this a stunner or what? Now, I did have to pay $15 for it. So it was the most expensive thing that I got today. It has some bubbles in it that you can see. It's dirty. I need to wash it. And then it's not marked on the bottom. So I paid $15 for this, and I don't know who might have made this, what company might have made this. I'm going to try $45 on this and see how it goes. If you have any ideas, please let me know. These are Fostoria. I did not know that when I was at the sale. I just knew that I liked them. I didn't look them up. I just felt them for chips, and there were none. I love the shape of them. They're not terribly valuable, but I think that they're going to sell really well in this color in my booth. I paid $10 for the pair, and I'm going to price them at $34. And then the last thing is the mirrored tray. I didn't show this on camera. It was just covered up in stuff. It's very dirty. Obviously, I'm going to clean the glass. I'm not sure if I'm going to attempt to clean the frame or not. It says Gottinger on the bottom. Gottinger. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but and then it also has a little sticker that says made in China though on it. So that I'm confused. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't look it up because I just thought what I had was something new. But now that I'm seeing the brand name, I guess I need to look it up. I paid $7 for it, and I was planning on putting $28 on it. I just think it's lovely, and it's going to be so pretty when I get it cleaned up. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed today's estate sale shopping trip and the information I was able to provide in the haul portion of the video. I was so excited about this find that I put it in the thumbnail for the video, and I still am. I just didn't know that it smelled until now. So you're seeing in live time that I noticed that the wood stinks. What do I do? Should I sand it down a little bit? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm a little bit discouraged by it. All right, well, thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content, but only subscribe if you truly would like to see future videos from me. And also, it is completely free to subscribe to someone's YouTube channel. I do have some pet outtakes for you today, and today's pet outtake is about Penny, our little kitten. She's not a kitten. She is, how old is she? She's about 13 years old. We found her in the attic of the garage in 2013. She was only about 4 months old and she was pregnant. So we took her to the vet and she did not get to have her kittens. She was just a baby herself and, like I said, only about 4 months old. She's still very, very small, so that premature pregnancy stunted her growth. And she developed, in 2020, a lump on her quadricep, I guess I would say, her flank. And it was a cancerous tumor, a very aggressive cancer called feline fibrosarcoma. If you're not familiar with what it is, it was probably caused by the rabies vaccine that she received in that leg. I never looked back to see which vaccine she got in that leg, but thought we were doing the right thing by getting her up to date on her vaccines, and she ended up getting a vaccination site sarcoma. This is extremely rare in cats, and it is almost unheard of in dogs. We really struggled with the decision on whether or not to amputate her leg because these cancers very quickly and aggressively travel to the lungs. And so what we had to go on was a x-ray, and there was a little spot on her lung, and we were like, oh my goodness. The vet said, there's no way to know what that little spot is without going in and doing like a needle aspiration, I think is what it's called. Or we can repeat the x-ray in a week or 2 weeks and see if that little spot has grown. That's what we decided to do. We repeated the x-ray and the little spot had not grown, and the vet said that this cancer is so aggressive that it would have grown. She felt fairly certain. I mean, there was no way to know. Our hesitancy was putting her through an amputation surgery, losing her leg, and then for her to die anyway because it had gone to her lungs. So that was 6 years ago. The vet did say that she will never have another vaccine because she's just one of those unlucky cats who's really sensitive and it could happen again. So anyway, she is a 6-year survivor so far. The vet did get clean margins. Of course, they sent her leg to the lab and the vet said that she got clean margins. That and the fact that she's alive 6 years later means that we made the right decision. So anyway, it's just a lot. Okay. Why am I so emotional? I promise it's not the stinky salt cellar. Okay. Today's pet outtake is about Penny. Why is that coming up? Penny. So Penny only has 3 legs, and I think it's not really evident in most of my photos and videos of her that she only has 3 legs, but she had to have her leg amputated because she got a very, very serious cancer called feline fibrosarcoma, and she lost her leg because the cancer was really aggressive. So I'll have to tell you the whole story of what happened. And Ruby, are you going to eat that little treat? Are you going to eat that? She doesn't want it, but she also doesn't want Bear to have it because when he tried to get it, she snapped at him. So she doesn't want it, but she doesn't want anyone else to have it either. Bear. There's not allowed. I'm just gonna pick it up because it's actually a pill pocket with nothing in it. Nope, she got my chair. She got my chair. You can have it. Oh, Bear was trying. He tried to get it. He's like, "You're not going to eat that? Can I have it?" She's like, "Nope."